Hello everyone, welcome to another Fight Night review. Hello everyone, welcome to another Fight Night review. This is for UFC 238 at the United Center in Chicago, Illinois, and it was the third fight along the main card between Tony Ferguson and Donald Cerrone. Before I actually talk about the fight, I want to thank everyone who watched Reverence last night from my PPW stream, and also I want to announce that I might be trying to stream more because, like, last week or so I did like 2 streams night after night, and I'd like to do sort of more of that. Not with pay-per-views though. Like there'll be breakouts pay-per-views, but like regular episodes, I guess. You know, it will help me get through the game a bit faster at least. So yeah. This fight though, Tony Ferguson won by doctor stoppage at the end of round 2, and the way he won, I don't really know how I feel about it. But we'll get to that when we get to it. First, we start with the fights. Obviously, there was a funny moment right off the bat though, because Tony Ferguson, after he was done being announced by Bruce Buffer, did sort of like move the cameraman out of the way so he could see Donald Cerrone a bit better. I thought that was funny. Speaking of Tony, though, I was even doubtful he would have this fight because recently his wife filed a restraining order against him, and he wasn't able to fight because his mental state has not been in the best condition lately. He hasn't done any abuse or anything like that. He just needs to like get his head straight, basically. But she dropped the order. She dropped the restraining order, and he got to fight him. God, my hair's a mess. Anyway, the fight started on the feet, and pretty much throughout round 1, it was mostly a story of jabs. First few minutes had some really good jabs, and then they led to great exchanges. One thing that I quite liked was that Tony Ferguson is known for moving a bit weirdly. He's known for his more unorthodox style and for being very creative. But Donald Cerrone was able to get through that with some really good leg kicks. And because of that, Tony wasn't really able to land a whole lot. And it was mostly those leg kicks and the story of jabs. And those leg kicks were starting to get to Ferguson. I did see him try to move his leg away. He didn't really switch stances as much, but when he did get hit in the leg, he was trying to move it away to minimalise the damage. Which I think speaks volumes of how good Donald Cerrone is when it comes to his kicks, and, well, how good Donald Cerrone is in general. He's amazing. The round 1 had this. It had some really good exchanges from time to time. I definitely feel like Cerrone got the better of them, but it wasn't like Tony wasn't landing. That was pretty much the basis of round 1, from what I remember. Really good leg kicks from Cerrone, really good jabs from both men. Tony constantly trying to look for an opening, Cerrone shutting him down quite regularly. And really good exchanges. Very hard to say who got the better of them, but all in all, I feel like round 1 slightly edges in favour to Cerrone, and it was a pretty good first round. I would have liked it if round 2 was a lot more. Sorry, that's me playing with the dice. I would have liked it if round 2 was a lot more of the same, and it sort of was. There was more like opening jabs. There was a moment in round 1 where Cerrone did cut Ferguson over his eye, so there was that. But it was only a small one. And with round 2, they were back again, and Ferguson was able to get in a lot more. He was moving a lot weirder. There was a moment in one of the rounds where he went for a spinning elbow, like a spinning sort of corkscrew elbow, and Cerrone dodged it beautifully and landed a good counter right. There was a lot of good counter rights in round 2, especially from Ferguson. I definitely give the majority of round 2 to Ferguson. Even though Donald Cerrone did get a takedown on Ferguson a bit later in the round, but Ferguson managed to, he's really, really good. He wasn't going to stay down long, so he managed to get it really, really easily. It was a, pretty good round, but Tony Ferguson was definitely landing a lot harder. He was definitely landing a lot more. He landed a lot more head kicks. He landed a few in round 1 they were working for, and so he decided to do more in round 2. Cerrone was sticking to his leg kicks and jabs and really had great combos as well. There was a wee bit of clinch fighting in round 1 as well. But then round 2 ended, and even though Ferguson was in the middle of a combo, because of that, one of the ending of the combo was right hand, and it was right after the bell, and it seemed blatant, and I don't want to absolutely say it was, but I feel like it could have been. I feel like it was mostly accidental. Throughout round 2, because Ferguson had been landing these hard shots, it busted up Cerrone's nose, and he couldn't breathe through it, so he was breathing through his mouth, which we could audibly see in the fight. And doctors checked on him after the round ended, and they said he was fine. And then round 3 was about to start, and Cerrone thought it would be a good idea. Let's remember a couple of things. His nose was pretty broken, and there was blood pouring everywhere, and he had massive swelling under his eye here. He blew his nose. Didn't work out so well because it caused the swelling to completely close his eye up, like completely, and he couldn't see a damn thing. So the doctor came in, had the doctors come in again, thanks to referee Dan Miragliotta, who really great job refereeing, by the way. I absolutely love his work. I feel like he's underrated, and it was good to see him looking out for the safety of Cerrone like that. So bonus points for that. But yeah, Cerrone did that and completely messed up his chance of a third round. And the doctors basically had to call a fight, even though the fans weren't happy with it. Cerrone wasn't happy with it. Tony wasn't happy with it. I wasn't happy with it. I really wasn't. I wasn't happy with this fight. I feel like it could have been better if it was just round one, but then going at a higher pace as the rounds went on. But we got what we got instead, which was a solid first round, a one-sided second round, and then a really shitty ending. This is not in my fights of the year, if I'm being honest. Especially from two, I don't know what it is, but I've been consistently disappointed this year with fights of the night. Like, between two people who I know are damn good and will put on a great fight. That reminds me though, I did make a snafu in the last video I posted, or one last videos I posted, where it wasn't the backtracking, it was the video I did before that. I think it was last week's Fight of the Night review. Where I thought I wasn't going to have to do another one of these until the 18th of June. Turns out it was the 8th of June. Well, rather the 9th, which is the date today. So, yeah. But this fight, do not watch it. It's good, really not great though. It's not even good. I don't know. It left me with a meh feeling. And I don't know. Cerrone is an experienced veteran. He's been in the UFC for a long time now, and he made a rookie mistake of blowing his nose and completely fucking up his eye when he couldn't breathe through his nose. That was stupid. Let's be honest. Granted, Ferguson's hit after the bell didn't work. That's another reason why I didn't like the ending of the fight. I do not recommend this one, not even in the slightest. It could have been way, way better, and it just wasn't. Anyway, I'll see you all next time. Tomorrow. Next time tomorrow. This time again. Tomorrow. For a new, well, not for a new backtracking episode, part 2 of backtracking episodes, where I cover the last 3 albums of Taking Back Sunday. And then, usual programming after that. So, well, no Final Night review next week, because I know there's not one next week, because I looked ahead. See, I'm not always smart, but when I am, I'm still not smart. But we're going to move on now. So I'll see you all tomorrow for the next Taking Back Sunday episode. Once again, thanks everyone who watched Reverence last night. Don't get me wrong, even I'm still a bit pissed off that the tag belts haven't changed hands yet. And I'll see you all tomorrow. As always, thank you for watching. You're awesome. Bye bye.